Thanks for joining us on The Bright Side. There's an interesting relationship between the sun and aldosterone and vitamin D. We've been talking about aldosterone now for a couple of days. Aldosterone is the little-known stress hormone that's associated with high blood pressure, associated with salt depletion, electrolyte depletion, and it's associated with stress. And nobody ever talks about aldosterone. If you're taking an ACE inhibitor drug, a Zestril or Lozar or a Cozar or Losartan or Prinavil or Vasotac, there's a few of these things. You're dealing with aldosterone. These ACE inhibitor drugs work by suppressing aldosterone. Vitamin D is a type of aldosterone. Actually, vitamin D and aldosterone are types of cholesterol. Did you know that? Vitamin D is actually cholesterol. Aldosterone is actually cholesterol. It's a little tweaked version of cholesterol. Cholesterol is kind of like a chassis. And then by accessorizing this chassis with different pieces, you get different hormones. So in this way, estrogen is a type of cholesterol. Testosterone is a type of cholesterol. Vitamin D is a type of cholesterol. Aldosterone, a type of cholesterol. Pregnenolone, a type of cholesterol. All your steroid hormones are types of cholesterol. We say, in the world of nutrition, we say, well, cholesterol is a raw material for these steroid hormones, but that doesn't really do justice to the relationship between cholesterol and these various hormones. If we really understood that all of the fun hormones, estrogen and progesterone and testosterone, when I say fun, I mean health and wellness and vibrancy and robustness and building and strength and vigor and intelligence and creativity hormones are really types of cholesterol, we would think twice about using a statin drug. We would think twice about paying any attention to a boneheaded medical professional that told you to take a statin drug. These are all these steroid hormones that help us deal with life, deal with stress, and help us build and help us repair. They're all types of cholesterol. Tell that to the next doctor who tells you to lower your cholesterol. Might as well tell you to lower your steroid hormones, to lower your fertility hormones, to lower your growth hormones, to lower your immune hormones. And by the way, the sun can also be helpful. More boneheaded medical advice. The sun activates cholesterol. That's what vitamin D is. It's an activated version of cholesterol. Without the sun, you can't activate your cholesterol, and it can't be turned into vitamin D. If your doctor or your skincare professional, and that includes estheticians, unfortunately, who oftentimes listen to doctors, if any healthcare professional ever tells you to stay out of the sun, if they ever recommend sun avoidance, I would recommend that you get a different doctor. I would recommend that your doctor starts studying some chemistry. I would recommend that your doctor doesn't make any recommendations if he tells you to stay out of the sun, or he tells you to take a statin drug, or he beats up on this amazing, marvelous, stupendously important molecule, cholesterol. Cholesterol is the distinguishing biochemical that makes us not plants. A plant does not make cholesterol because plants don't move and plants don't think, at least not in the same way we do. Moving and thinking and action and being a human being, being an animal, being part of the animal kingdom requires cholesterol. Cholesterol is humanity's best biomolecular friend. And then the vitamin D that's produced from the cholesterol is perhaps the most important of all the vitamins, at least when it comes to wellness and building and health. And by the way, it's not even a vitamin. It's a steroid hormone, even though we call it a vitamin. If you're out in the sun and you're slathering on a sunscreen because your medical professional told you to, you're not only going to be screening out the sun, but you're also going to be making less vitamin D, a lot less vitamin D. According to a 2008 article in the Journal for Nurse Practitioners, sunscreen application reduces vitamin D synthesis by over 90%. If you're using an SPF 8, according to this article, SPF 8, vitamin D production drops by 92.5%. And if you're really heliophobic, if you're really scared of the sun, if you're really bought into the boneheaded medical model, and you're using an SPF 15, vitamin D synthesis drops by a whopping 99%, essentially shutting it down completely. Now, food and supplemental vitamin D is always going to be inferior to the sunshine vitamin D. But sometimes you might need supplemental vitamin D. Sometimes you might need to make sure you're getting vitamin D from food. Vitamin D is found in animal products only, although mushrooms will make some vitamin D. Mushrooms are kind of a cross between animals and bacteria. The fungal kingdom is like partially bacterial and partially animal, or partially plant, I should say, and partially animal. It's kind of occupies an in-between position between the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. And it turns out that mushrooms can make a little bit of vitamin D too. So make sure you're eating your mushrooms if you want food vitamin D. Make sure you're getting dairy and eggs, animal foods, organ meats, fish oil, fish liver. These are good sources of food vitamin D. And while the sun is the superior form, or sunshine-driven vitamin D is a superior form of vitamin D, there are times when you do need to supplement with vitamin D or get food-based vitamin D. Hang tight, I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Most of us already know that taking a fish oil supplement to boost omega-3s is a good idea. But did you know that about 60% of Americans are actually deficient in omega-3s? Did you know that most fish oil products contain only about 25% omega-3s and the remaining 75% is undesirable fish fat? Heck, did you know that more than 90% of fish oil supplements sold in the USA are not even made here? If you want to boost your omega-3s using the finest American-made fish oil, check out Nutrigold Fish Oil Supplements on www.fishoil.best. Nutrigold fish oils are independently 5-star certified and guaranteed to be exceptionally pure. That means no more fish burps. Best of all, just one Nutrigold fish oil capsule contains more omega-3s than 4 standard fish oil capsules. Go to www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497 and use promo code BESTFISHOIL to get a free 1-month supply. That's www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Okay, open your mouth and say ah.
Ah. When your child has a sore throat, you need to know when to get help. The doctor recommended Say Ah Sore Throat Exam is your solution. The scientifically designed oral retractor offers a clear view of the throat, relaxing the tongue and minimizing gag reflex. Compare with the medical grade chart, website, and app. Then you'll know just what to tell your doctor. A wellness plan in your hands in minutes. Go to SayAhHNow.com. SayAhNow.com, the new mainstay for every family's first aid kit.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
Just recently, we've witnessed some of the most catastrophic disasters in history. Be sure to prepare yourself with great-tasting, high-quality, GMO-free food that has a 25-year shelf life. Of course, we're talking about the foods from SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. And don't forget, the human body needs up to 3 quarts of water every day to remain healthy and hydrated. So check out our water bricks at SurvivalFoodAlliance.com. Go to SurvivalFoodAlliance.com or call 877-223-1776.
My name is Dell, and I live in El Cajon, California. I was concerned about my cholesterol readings because I knew that high cholesterol is related to clogging of the arteries and increases the risk for heart attack and stroke. One day, I heard an ad for Heart and Body Extract, and I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try. Man, the numbers don't lie.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
That's the sound your brain makes when you realize you're buying something and forgot the coupon. Online or in a store, knowing that you're missing a deal is the worst. You need the app from Retail Me Not right now. Get thousands of coupons from 50,000 stores like Kohl's, Domino's, Best Buy, and more with crazy deals like 60% off, free shipping, and free gifts with purchase. You can get a text invite to download the Retail Me Not app 100% free right now for Apple or Android. Just text the code UPDATE to 42767. Then just show your phone at checkout to save. It literally couldn't be easier. It's 2015. Keep your coupons in your phone. Stop what you're doing and text UPDATE to 42767. Listeners will get a text with a link to download it 100% free. Never forget another coupon again. Text the code UPDATE to 42767 right now. That's UPDATE to 42767. Message and data rates may apply. For terms and privacy, visit retailmenot.com.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Ouch! My back is out again.
Hi, Dr. Ortman with Wellspring Spinal Care. If you're experiencing neck, mid, or lower back pain, this information is for you. One of the complaints that I hear is patients receive their typical adjustment, only having to repeat them as the pain returns. Putting the bones back in place is only half of the battle. At Wellspring Spinal Care, we have the entire solution. We use the NUCA approach, utilizing three-dimensional X-rays and gentle touch technology to deliver specific correction. We then design a custom nutritional supplement program which provides essential nutrients targeting the areas of concern. With a NUCA approach and proper nutrition, you'll be on your way to a faster and more permanent recovery. To get you on the road to wellness, visit drortman.com. That's drortman.com, or call us today, 952-303-9124. That's 952-303-9124. Wellspring Spinal Care, chiropractic done right.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Ricky LeBlanc, admitted in Mass only. Sokolov Law LLC, Chestnut Hill, Mass. Ken Levan, responsible attorney in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Greg Hobby, New Jersey. The choice of lawyer is an important decision that should not be based solely upon advertisements. While this firm maintains joint responsibility, most cases of this type are referred to other attorneys for principal responsibility. If you know what mesothelioma is, you or someone you love has likely been impacted by this devastating cancer. You may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law today, 1-800-218-HELP. The only known cause of mesothelioma is asbestos exposure. Thousands of hardworking men and women, including many U.S. veterans and industrial workers, have been diagnosed with mesothelioma because manufacturers knew the dangers but put profits ahead of people. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trust has been set aside to pay money to asbestos victims. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. You may be entitled to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Call for a free legal consultation at 1-800-218-HELP. That's 1-800-218-HELP.
All right, so we're talking vitamin D. Sunshine vitamin D is the superior form of vitamin D. Let's be clear about this. I know I hear this from dermatologists, friends of mine who are dermatologists and doctors, and they'll say, well, you can get your vitamin D from food and from supplements. It's not the same thing. Vitamin D from the sun is a superior form of vitamin D. In addition, vitamin D from the sun has a control mechanism so you don't overdose. Your body will stop making vitamin D when you have enough. We're designed to get vitamin D from the sun. The sun hits cholesterol in the skin and transforms the cholesterol into activated cholesterol, if you will, and that's what we call vitamin D. Now, while food and supplemental vitamin D are going to be inferior to sunshine, there are times when you need it, particularly if you're dark-skinned, African American, or Hispanic. According to the article we quoted earlier from the Journal of Nurse Practitioners, people with darker skin pigmentation have a dramatic reduction in vitamin D synthesis, up to 99%. That's a lot. It's like wearing an SPF 15 all the time. Now, it's a good thing because you're not going to burn, but it's not a good thing because you're not going to make vitamin D. If you're African American, and by the way, African Americans have dramatically higher rates of vitamin D deficiency issues like prostate disease, as we talked about yesterday, like hypertension, as we talked about yesterday, like blood sugar problems. All of these are at least partially functions of vitamin D deficiency. Even cancer can be a function of vitamin D deficiency, at least partially. Same with older folks. For older folks, they don't have as much cholesterol in their skin, so they're not going to be able to make as much vitamin D. That's why older folks should be supplementing with vitamin D or vitamin D-containing fish oil, as you'll find in the Ultimate EFAs from Longevity. Cholesterol is unbelievably important for the whole body, but especially for the skin. This is so underappreciated. Skin cells require cholesterol to grow correctly. Statin drugs are associated with a skin condition called ichthyosis, fish skin, super dry, flaky skin. Why? Because by suppressing cholesterol production, you suppress moisture factors in the skin. Cholesterol is a raw material for moisture factors in the skin. It's also a requirement for making cells, so cholesterol is very important for healing. I put in my Truth Serum, a lot of it. I put in our omega-6 healing cream as well. Go to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried our omega-6 healing cream and you have some kind of burn or sunburn or skin rash, you are truly missing, in my opinion, the most powerful product you'll ever use on the skin as far as healing goes. It's also a great moisturizer too, made with cholesterol and vitamin C, also essential fats. And by the way, essential fats, omega-6 fats, are also important for skin healing. Cholesterol is just unspeakably important for the entire body and for the skin. In fact, a good case could be made that cholesterol is the most important component of the skin. Certainly, it's the most multifunctional component in the skin. Cholesterol is like a magical substance that's transformed by the activity of ultraviolet radiation into a supercharged molecule. In addition to being types of cholesterol, vitamin D, I should say, and aldosterone, both being types of cholesterol. In addition to vitamin D being a version of cholesterol, vitamin D is the ultimate health and wellness vitamin. It's the ultimate wellness vitamin. In fact, it's a hormone. It's not a vitamin. And this distinction between vitamins and hormones is something we'll talk about here. We'll probably get to talking about it on Monday. It's very important to recognize vitamins are, for the most part, cofactors, with the exception of vitamin D and vitamin A. Vitamin D and vitamin A are no mere cofactors. They're actually hormones. They do the work. Vitamins, the B vitamins, vitamin C, and to a certain extent vitamin E as well, are cofactors. Vitamin E is kind of a protecting vitamin. It's not really a cofactor. But vitamin B, vitamin C, and vitamin K, these are cofactors. Vitamin E is like a protecting vitamin. Vitamin A and D, those are hormones. They are the superstars. They're like the superhero vitamins. They don't just assist. They're the leading men or women. In terms of vitamin D, it is the quintessential health and wellness hormone/vitamin, from building to fighting cancer to supporting digestive health to supporting brain health to acting as an anti-inflammatory. Vitamin D is the quintessential good time, all is right in the world, Summertime on the African savanna, lots of zebras and wildebeest to feast on vitamin. It tells the body everything is good. All is good. It tells the stress system it can stand down because everything's all right. And as far as aldosterone goes and high blood pressure goes, vitamin D suppresses aldosterone. It suppresses stress hormones. It suppresses cortisol. Deficiencies in vitamin D, shortages in vitamin D, on the other hand, are associated with higher stress hormones, higher aldosterone levels. And by using vitamin D, whether you're getting it from the sun or supplementally, whether you're getting it from foods, is a great way to lower your blood pressure and drop aldosterone, lower your blood pressure, as well as reduce electrolyte loss. And by the way, because of the sun's relationship to manufacturing of vitamin D, that makes the sun wonderfully antihypertensive. That makes the sun the best antihypertensive medicine you could use, non-toxic antihypertensive medicine. And it also means the sun can help keep your electrolytes in your body. It can help suppress electrolyte loss. That means a certain amount of sun, a small amount of sun, not burning. We're not talking about here roasting in the sun and laying out and getting all, super dark and tan. But a small amount of sun every day is anti-stress. And everything we associate with stress as far as degenerative diseases is protected. It can be avoided by a little bit of sun exposure. Don't overdo it. This is where the sun gets a bad reputation. People overdo it. People burn. Don't overdo it. Too much sun can cause a stress response, just like just the right amount of sun can mitigate or reduce the stress response. For men dealing with prostate issues, because low vitamin D is a trigger for prostate disease, especially, as we said, for black men or heavily pigmented males, super dark. If you have a lot of pigment, Hispanics, for example, the sun can protect your prostate too. And the sun will lower your blood pressure if you have vitamin D deficiencies or if you're dark skinned. Same with kidney disease, by the way, and all circulatory issues for that matter. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back after this. We're talking aldosterone and cholesterol and vitamin D. On our next program, we're going to talk about hormones. We hear this word all the time, hormones. But what exactly is a hormone? What's the difference between a hormone and a vitamin? Why are hormones so darn important? You hear about hormonal acne, hormonal conditions, hormonal issues with women's menstrual cycles. Premenstrual syndrome is a hormone issue. But what exactly are hormones? And why are they so darn important? We'll be talking about hormones on our next Brightside episode. A couple more things about vitamin D, and then we'll get to your phone calls. Deficiencies in vitamin D are associated with higher blood pressure. Deficiencies in vitamin D are associated with electrolyte loss. Replacing vitamin D tends to drop aldosterone, which means lower blood pressure, which means a reduction in the loss of sodium and potassium. That makes the sun a powerful antihypertensive. Don't overdo it, as I said. I know I say it all the time. Don't overdo the sun. This is where the sun gets such a bad reputation, is because we overdo it. But a little bit of sun is incredibly important. If you're dealing with prostate issues, the sun will protect your prostate via this vitamin D connection, especially for black men or Hispanic men or any males who are heavily pigmented. High blood pressure, likewise. Vitamin D drops blood pressure. Same with kidney disease. Same with any circulatory disease. Vitamin D is important for the blood sugar system if you're a diabetic. All of this is so important because how do we get vitamin D? Ourselves, from the sun. None of this requires a doctor. None of this requires a medical model. All it requires is laying out in the sun. How cool is that? You lay out in the sun and you get healthy. You lay out in the sun, you lower your blood pressure. You lay out in the sun and you protect yourself from prostate disease and heart disease. You lay out in the sun and you protect yourself from diabetes. You lay out in the sun, you don't need to go to a doctor without your sunscreen, by the way. Again, don't burn without your sunscreen because that's going to suppress the production of vitamin D. All right, we'll continue talking about hormones and hormone health. We'll talk about the distinction between hormones and vitamins, and we'll talk about the two most important types of chemicals in the body as far as biochemistry goes, as far as health goes. We'll do that on our next Brightside episode. Time to hit the phones, and we do have a couple lines open at 844-236-6010. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Let's go to Washington and welcome Lisa to the Brightside. What's up, Lisa?
Good morning. My mother-in-law was just diagnosed with stage 3 pancreatic cancer, and in Seattle. And I'm looking to be able to provide some support to her nutritionally and supplementally, as I'm sure she's going to probably choose to do the chemotherapy. They say she has a tumor that is very close to some arteries, so they cannot do any kind of surgery until they can get the tumor down in size.
Now,
if they can, even then.
How old is your mother-in-law?
She'll be 75 on Saturday.
You know, pancreatic cancer is one of the big-time cancers for elderly folks, and it makes sense considering the pancreas is such a hardworking and underappreciated organ that makes sense that just over time it would break down. Cancer takes a long time to develop, folks. It doesn't just happen. By the time cancer shows up, especially stage 3 cancer shows up, this is a body that's been in distress for a long period of time. So how do you handle this? Well, you gotta love the body. Be kind to the body. Relax the body. Chemotherapy does the exact opposite, by the way, but that's another story. Now, they'll tell you that I'm sure you've heard this, pancreatic cancer is one of the most deadly forms of cancer, and as we age, the risk goes up. But what they don't tell you is, while 95%, and that's high, 95% of people with pancreatic cancer will die from it, that means 5% won't. You hear what I'm saying? I mean, you'll hear all the bad news, all the Sturm und Drang, all the terrible stuff about pancreatic cancer, and it's certainly one of the deadliest, if not the deadliest form of cancer. It's a glandular cancer. They call it an adenocarcinoma. Most pancreatic cancers are glandular adenocarcinomas. When you hear adeno, that means gland, like adrenal. Adeno means gland. And when they tell you 95% of people die from it, that means 5% survive it. All right? So that means it's survivable. If 5 out of 100 people survive it, that means you can survive it. Does that make sense? That should be reassuring right there. All right? So what do you do? Well, first of all, if she's on chemotherapy, you should know that fasting helps chemotherapy work better. Did you know that? Fasting will improve the effects of the chemotherapy. Okay, that's first of all. And you can Google that, fasting and chemotherapy. Fasting improves the effects of chemotherapy. Secondly, when I say being kind to the body, and I'm talking about fasting, keeping your intake of calories down is very important, especially sugar, especially bread, especially pasta. Don't underestimate or marginalize the importance of eating behaviors and food choices when it comes to helping the body fight cancer. The more work or resources that the body is harnessing to digesting food, the less resources it's going to have available to heal and to fight cancer. And we talked to Victoris Kalvinskis on Tuesday, and we were talking about how after you eat anything, your immune system gets sparked up. Anything. It's called postprandial. Prandial means eating. Postprandial leukocytosis, or postprandial inflammation, or postprandial immunity. All this means that after we eat, our immune system goes on high alert. This is not a good thing if you're dealing with cancer, because the immune system should be fighting the cancer, not fighting the food. So the Cron diet, calorie restriction, optimum nutrition, can be very helpful. How do you get nutrition without calories? Supplementing. She should be on the Healthy Start Pack, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, sipping on it all day long. Again, it will help her chemo work better, especially vitamin C. If it was me, I'd be doing intravenous vitamin C. God forbid I got diagnosed with cancer, and we all live under the sword of Damocles. We never know when that's going to hit based on how we live our lives. Intravenous vitamin C is amazingly, or potentially anyway, amazingly helpful. And that's intravenous. Now, oral vitamin C as well. You can also do something called intravenous glutathione, intravenous selenium. At stage 3, I'd be going intravenous. That's just me. If you want to go the oral route, of course, that's also a way to get nutrition into your system. Orally, vitamin C is anti-cancer. Orally, selenium, the ultimate selenium from longevity. Anything you do to build glutathione orally, that means glutamine powder. You can get that at the health food store. Glutamine is also found in whey protein. That's something else you might want to do. Bone soup is another anti-cancer strategy. Using bone soup is an anti-cancer strategy. That's another way to get nutrition without calories, by the way. Soups, because they're high water content, depending on the soup you're using, is a great way to get a big old dose of nutrition without having to have the body process a lot of calories or do a lot of enzymatic processing as well. Hang tight, because there's a couple more things, okay? Don't go away, and we'll get you a couple more ideas for dealing with pancreatic cancer. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back after this. We're talking to Lisa in Washington. Lisa, are you there?
I am.
Okay, couple more things. Just so you know, the body can heal. The body can reverse. It's happened. Remissions happen. Now, your mother-in-law's older. It's going to be a little bit tougher. And she's probably been doing the wrong things for a long period of time. So it's going to be a little bit tougher for her. But nonetheless, there's things that she can do. The most important thing is to give the body everything it needs and to relax the body. This is where fasting is so important. Keeping the body in a calm state. Fasting hypes up the immune system. Eating hypes up the immune system, and fasting calms the body down, relaxing the body. Remember, you got two nervous systems. You got a relaxing nervous system, which is where the body protects itself, and then you got the stress nervous system, which suppresses the immune system. So relaxing the body to activate the relaxation nervous system is a key strategy for dealing with cancer. This is why nutritional supplementation is so important. By giving the body everything it needs, the body feels like all is okay. It can afford to spend its resources on fighting things. So relaxing the body through massage, through hot water, hot tubs, hot baths, hot showers, Reiki, deep breathing, and even hyperbaric oxygen chambers. Hyperbaric oxygen is when they actually drive oxygen into your lungs. Most hospitals, or a lot of hospitals, have hyperbaric oxygen chambers that you can use. Enzymes can be stupendously helpful for dealing with cancer. There's a lot of really cool literature on using enzymes for cancer. We talked on Tuesday about Dr. Nicholas Gonzalez, who used enzyme therapy for dealing with cancer. Pancreatic enzymes especially can be helpful. Any enzymes, the ultimate enzymes from Longevity, the enzymes off BrightSideHealthProducts.com, the systemic enzymes. You can get pancreatic enzymes as a prescription, pancreatin as a prescription. Certainly raw foods and sprouts can help too. The Gerson therapy utilizes raw foods and sprouts and vegetables, which are enzyme rich. So using a Vitamix, getting a Vitamix and making juices in your Vitamix can help. And then last but not least, chelation therapy sometimes is helpful. That's where they will inject something called EDTA into the blood. EDTA magnetically attracts heavy metals and toxins out of the blood. So less food, by the way, the pancreas is a digestive organ, so less food is going to reduce the workload on the pancreas, especially less sugar food and less carbohydrate food. Nutritional supplements, vitamin C, intravenous, glutathione, glutamine, hyperbaric oxygen, got lots of strategies there, relaxing the body, and then chelation therapy. God bless you. I hope that helps, ma'am. Anything else you want to? Are you good?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, good luck. I hope everything works out. All right, let's see, 844-236-6010. Got a question mark here. Who is our nameless caller? Hello there. Oh, they're gone. All right, let's go to Rose in Virginia. What's up, Rose?
Hi, Ben. God bless you. I love
as well.
you. I need to have some conversation with you out of the phone, but I wanted to make a contribution for this dear caller that her mom,
yes,
if I'm not wrong, has pancreatic cancer. My suggestion is she might consider, apart from what you mentioned.
I'm sorry, say that again, Rose. I didn't understand. Say that again.
Okay, I wanted to make a contribution from this dear caller that her mom or mother-in-law has pancreatic cancer, to please consider ozone therapy.
Yes.
Dr. Robert Rowan, he's an MD and a natural doctor. She can get his link to the internet. He can give her some information about this, or links of doctors in the area she lives. Ozone therapy is being proven helpful.
Ozone therapy is a great idea. Now, you said, hang on, Rose, just one sec. Rose, hang on a minute. You said Robert Rowan, Dr. Robert Rowan, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
R-O-W-E-N.
Yes, I know his work.
You were mentioning, please, and I'm just repeating, you said deep breathing. That's real important. And I think that this ozone therapy is related to oxygen.
Absolutely it is.
Another thing is,
yes,
cancer, we need, to have a peaceful time, to hear classic music. That has been proven that certain type of tones in the music help the healing, to meditate in God's Word. Praise
God.
When
Absolutely.
the enemy of our souls comes like a flood to try to put thoughts of death, or you're not going to get well,
All of that's great advice.
Rebuke those thoughts and put in our mind, meditating God's promises.
All of that's great advice. All of that's great advice, Rose. Thank you so much. And everything you're talking.
My love for you.
Thank you so much.
I want to keep the good works.
Praise God. Thank you so much, Rose. Thanks for your call. Yeah, all of this is about activating the parasympathetic nervous system. And you guys, please don't think that this is silly. As far as health and wellness go, the body's designed to be healthy, but it's only going to stay healthy when it feels comfortable, when it feels like everything is okay. We got to send the body messages. Even something as simple as self-talk can send the body messages that all is right in the world. We think approximately 60,000 thoughts a day. I don't know how they measure that, but that's the standard figure that you hear, 50 to 60,000 thoughts a day. And each one of those thoughts is associated with the stimulation or the production or the secretion of a hormone. Crappy thoughts, crappy hormones, crappy body. Happy thoughts, happy hormones, happy body. Is it going to be, we got a choice to make. Are we going to be thinking crappy or thinking happy? This is not silly. This is not Boulder, Colorado, airy-fairy hippie talk. This is biochemistry. By thinking happy, by thinking peaceful, by relaxing the body, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation nervous system. This idea that we need to be mediated into health is anti-human being. It's anti-humanity. It's predatory. The idea that we need to be mediated into health with a medicine man, with a medical model who will stick himself between us and the healing process, oh yeah, bill us for it, is so twisted and so perverted and so anti-human being. I don't know how people live with themselves. Now, yes, we need surgeons. If you get into a pickle, if you get hit by a car, if something drops on top of your head, you need surgery. But other than that, the healing process is our birthright. It's built into our system, and you have to look no further than your fingertip when you get a paper cut to observe how this healing process kicks in. I said earlier to our caller whose mother-in-law had cancer, people remit from cancer all the time. They talk about pancreatic cancer as being the most deadly form of cancer, and it is, but that still means 5% of people survive it. 5 out of 100. Why do we have to worry about the 95%? If you have cancer, why are you focusing on the deadliness of it when we know that it's remittable? How do you remit? You put the raw materials into the body that the body needs. You calm the body down. You make sure you're oxygenating the body. Detoxify by fasting. If you want, use chelation therapy or fiber or probiotics or algae. These are all wonderful detoxification strategies. These are all simple things that we can do. This is why I call this program The Bright Side. It's the good news that says that the body is designed to heal. Step number one for the healing process: activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Relax the body. Oxygenate the body. Step number 2, reduce your intake of fast-burning sugars. Use chromium, vanadium, the B vitamins, magnesium, taurine, alpha-lipoic acid, vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acids. These are all wonderful nutritional strategies for helping the body process sugar. If you want products, use the Sweeties and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine to help the body process sugar, and the OsteoFX. Last but most certainly not least, pay attention to what we're eating. We have to pay attention to foods. We have to disengage from the corporate machine that wants us to eat the swill, that wants us to eat the processed food, and then get sick and go to the doctor and get the drugs. I was just reading this article from, shucks, I don't know where I put it. It's from CVS. CVS, our friends at a CVS drugstore are all worried that we're not taking our drugs. I'm not kidding you. I wish I had this here. I don't know where I put this article. From CVS drugstores, they're concerned that people aren't taking their medicine. CVS loves us. They're concerned we're not taking our medicine. You don't need your medicine. If you take care of your body, especially if it's medicine for chronic degenerative diseases, there's no such thing, and there never has been such thing, and there never will be such a thing as a prescription drug that can heal you from a chronic degenerative disease. It doesn't happen because that's not the role of prescription drugs. And that's not, for that matter, the role of the medical model when it comes to chronic degenerative disease. The role of the medical model is to maintain us in a chronic degenerative disease state so we don't get worse. Not so we get better, maybe so we don't get worse. But it doesn't matter because we can do it all ourselves. That's the message of The Bright Side. That's what we're going to be talking about today, by the way. If you're in the Denver area, 1 p.m. at the Highlands Ranch Library, 9292 Ridgeline Boulevard, Highlands Ranch 80129. Please RSVP to Leslie Farrar, 720-235-9223. All right, our next Bright Side episode, we'll talk hormones. We'll talk about the distinction between hormones and vitamins and other biochemicals that are important, and we'll talk about how you can keep your hormones healthy. That'll be on our next Bright Side episode. Thanks for listening, friends. Have an awesome, spectacular, beautiful day. We'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Do you have difficulty taking supplements? Are you searching for a high-quality, complete nutritional drink that your whole family will love? NutriMedical's Life Support has arrived. All of your daily nutritional requirements in one quick, delicious drink. Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support is a proprietary blend of vegan protein, activated vitamins, essential minerals, amino acids, probiotics, green tea, digestive enzymes, anti-inflammatories, cancer prevention, detoxification, and much more. Your body will high-five you for this one. Life Support is the best complete nutritious meal replacement on the market. Whether you are an elite athlete, have post-operative challenges, chronic illness, elderly, or a family that just wants a quick, delicious drink, try Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support for optimized nutrition in one great tasting smoothie. Just add cold water, almond milk, fruit, or anything else you like. NutriMedical's Life Support. Try our great tasting chocolate or vanilla today. Call 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com. NutriMedical.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Attention, all men. Are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Are you having a slower, weaker stream? Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate is guaranteed to support a more complete emptying of your bladder, a fuller, stronger stream, and less waking at night to urinate.
Super Beta Prostate is a product that I really like. I endorse it. I use it myself. I was very pleasantly surprised that Super Beta Prostate helped me fairly quickly.
Super Beta Prostate is formulated with a natural plant enzyme called beta-cytosterol. It's so powerful, you'd have to take 100 saw palmetto pills to get the same sterols as just one Super Beta Prostate tablet. Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Call now to get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Call 1-800-853-1203. That's 1-800-853-1203. 800-853-1203.
Turn on the news and you'll hear stories of natural disasters, political unrest, and financial crisis. In times of uncertainty, how will you take care of your family's most basic needs? Food Insurance, America's most trusted provider of freeze-dried emergency food, has solutions that fit your family's needs and budget. Our meals are delicious, nutritious, and come with a guaranteed 25-year shelf life. For a limited time, we are sending a free freeze-dried meal to all listeners of this program. Go to foodinsurance.com and request your free meal today. That's foodinsurance.com.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
What would your life be like if you woke up each morning with new vitality, feeling better than you have in years, and you noticed a difference in your sleeping patterns, blood sugar levels, and had a sense of well-being overall? There's something that is changing thousands of people's lives, and you could be one of them. It's called Heart and Body Extract. Sharon Harris, co-creator of Heart and Body Extract, talks about the positive effects of Heart and Body Extract.
What happens with the formula Heart and Body Extract is it's giving the body the necessary vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, and phytonutrients so the body will heal itself. And yes, the body does have the ability to balance blood pressure, balance cholesterol, clean and unclog the arteries. It can also work on balancing the circulation for diabetics. So the body is an amazing thing. It simply needs some help so it has the tools to heal itself.
Heart and Body Extract gets results. To order your 2-month supply, call now, toll free at 866-295-5305. Order online at hbextract.com.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.